news is I'm heading on up toward 800 subscribers, so I'm at 733 currently. And yeah, so I wanted to do a live ramble slash showing you a couple, just one of my favorite movie series. One of, I have several, but this is one of my favorites right here, the Jurassic Park series. So, years and years ago, in the before time, in the SpongeBob, I can hardly do that there. It was before time.
And back in the day. It was back in the day.
Mom, I got this for me for my birthday or Christmas. I think it was Christmas, but this is, it feels like they make a design like, kind of like dinosaur skin there. And then this is the Jurassic Park collection. And now, this is a 4-movie collection. And it has the bonus features listed on the back. Right there. And the way they have the back here is like, almost like dino skin. It's cool. I love this booklet here. This was actually one of my favorite movie series of all time. This particular booklet released 6 years ago. I don't think I've ever shared it on my channel before. A lot of traffic going on. Welcome to Jurassic Park. And this has got, see, this is, I don't know why, but even as a child, even though they kind of freaked me out when I was little, the dinosaurs, but there's the Blu-ray disc. This was still always one of my favorite movie series of all time. I've always loved it. Journey to an amazing theme park on a remote island where dinosaurs once again roam the earth, and 5 people must battle to survive among the prehistoric predators. See, they added animatronics. Like the feet were animatronic, these heads were animatronic, that was animatronic mixed in with animation and the studio. And the work they did on this Jurassic Park movie, the Jurassic Park series, was phenomenal. I mean, the special effects teams, the cast and crew, everyone just did a really good job. There's the Velociraptors. There's one raptor right there. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Chris Pratt did a great job with Blue and the other raptors, but I mean, none of the animatronics were really, they weren't really animatronics. They weren't really there. It was a green screen and it was all animated. So you can't get the same feel as with, you know, physical animatronics and live action. So, experiencing it, the epic film that was 65 million years in the making, like never before, in groundbreaking 3D. Jeff Goldblum there, he was a major part in this movie also, the movie series. 4 years since the disaster of Jurassic Park. 2 groups. Oh, my allergies, I'm sorry. That doesn't work out. 2 groups are in a race against time that will determine the fate of the remote island's prehistoric inhabitants. I could do a really loud dinosaur roar, but I'm not going to do it. This is the next one here. And you'll see, this is him with the Velociraptors. Right there. That's him with the Velociraptors. And they used robotics, animatronics, and a little bit of CGI mixed in back and forth in this one. Versus the modern Jurassic Parks or Jurassic Worlds they're all CGI mostly. Adventure runs wild when a renowned paleontologist agrees to accompany a wealthy couple on an aerial tour of of Ingen's former breeding ground for prehistoric creatures. Then you go from the Jurassic Park Velociraptor scene, well, one of them, to Chris Pratt's Blue and the Other Velociraptors scene. Right there. You see, there's Chris Pratt, there's Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard, and holding the flare gun, the flare, and there's the scene that was the iconic scene that has been repeated in memes and YouTube videos, where Chris Pratt is with the Velociraptors. It was still, bad blood the way it was done. I mean, it was still good, but obviously you can't beat the original classics, in my opinion. But I do, I like Chris Pratt though, so I think a lot of people love Chris Pratt. He's a great actor. But Steven Spielberg returns to executive producing team. The executive produces the long-awaited next installment of his groundbreaking Jurassic Park series, Jurassic World. Colin Trevorrow directs an epic action-adventure from a screenplay he wrote with Derek Connolly. Then we have the next picture. And then you see, I don't think there's any difference in the discs. Yeah, all the discs are all just, they're just like this right here, black disc. Now, I don't have a 3D Blu-ray player, so that's for 3D TV. I only have the 4K, so that's not, but still. Then there's 1993, 97, 2001, and then 2015. All four of these right here. So, it's just a really good movie series. Now onto the not so great news. Our vehicle, the Nissan Xterra, doesn't want to start, even though we put a brand new battery in it. And not the greatest time, but everything always comes up at once. You know how that goes financially, but yeah, I've had these for 6 years. But anyway, I don't really get much physical. I don't really get many physical media, Blu-rays and DVDs. More or less, it's a Scooby-Doo or something that I really, really like because of it's mostly all streaming now. But anyway, the vehicle doesn't want to start. The Nissan won't start unless I use a jump starter or a portable jump starter. See, the first time it happened to us was at the Love's Travel Center, and we thought the Nissan just needed a battery, and that was all it was. But that wasn't all it was. The battery is brand new now, the new battery put in, and then so I still had to use the portable Shoemaker jump starter and jump start it. So we think it's the alternator. We're gonna have to take the Nissan now up to the local mechanic about 4 or 5 miles up from here, and I'll have to jump start it, and we'll take it up there and have him work on it. I don't know how much an alternator would cost. Oh, thank you, by the way, for the donation. I don't know if I said that or not. I hope I did. I hope I said thank you, because I don't want to forget anyone, definitely. When it rains, it pours. That song. It's true, though. But yeah, this is one of the greatest series of all time. Well, one of the greatest, my favorite series of all time. Now, I also enjoy, I think Chris Pratt did an excellent job. Did a really good job with this, though. I will say that. I mean, there's no way around that. He did do a really good job with it. Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, they both did an excellent job. This did not come with picture, which it should have. Oh, I did not know that it came with a free movie. I don't think I ever even got that one. I got most of the free movies that I was supposed to have the way they did the originals, it just, you can't beat the original classics. Well, in my opinion, this was Fallen Kingdom. Obviously, Chris and Bryce on the front there. Okay, see, they did put pictures on this one, but they had gotten to where they only put pictures on the 4K. I think I got this on sale whenever they had a sale at Walmart, like a Black Friday type of sale. They had this left over for $5, I think. I'm not sure. At one point it was either 5 or 15. Let's see, I can't remember what price it was. It was on a Black Friday sale, I know I did. And then Jurassic Park game right there, little thing to build your own Jurassic World. And this was an advertisement. This was the code. I've already used it. And this is the different world of the different movies by Universal Studios. You scan that QR code right there, that code, and interact with Blue, Baby Blue, the Velociraptor. But see, they won't put the picture on anything except the 4K. And I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, but we have 4K TV, so it's kind of, we can still play the 4K content, but not the Blu-ray discs. So these are the 3 Jurassic Parks, with the 4th one, the 2015 one. I tried to keep them in the best condition I can. And then the other 2. So there's 4 movies in that one, and this is the Jurassic World one with Chris Pratt. And then this one right here. Something's going on in our yard. I've got to go find out what it is because the dogs are going crazy. But yeah, the Nissan Xterra won't start without a jump starter, so we're assuming it's the alternator. Because if it was the starter, you'd think that when you turn the key, when it clicked, a jump starter wouldn't do any good. If you had the jump starter and used that, that wouldn't help the starter at all. But if it's the alternator, it's not giving the juice or the power from the battery, and it's draining the battery. It's not giving it to the rest of the vehicle to start it up. So it has to be the alternator. My parents both said it's likely the alternator. And so I did a Google search on Nissan Xterra won't start. But unless it has a brand new battery. Yeah, we put a brand new battery in it. We spent, the only one they had was the $200-something one, so we got that one. So we got the brand new battery in it, and I said, it won't start. They said alternator or starter. So it's definitely likely the alternator because of that reason. Because, if you've got a brand new battery in it, and it starts up with a jump starter, then it's likely the alternator. So, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. I wish you could smell this soap here. I got this soap the other day. It's really nice. Oh, happy Labor Day, everyone. I love you all so much. I'm using my tablet, so let me know how it sounds, because my phone, I'm only using it for emergencies almost, or maybe a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot, maybe like a mobile hotspot for what they used to call tethering. I'll use my phone as a hotspot because if I use the phone, it just shuts off on me. So I use it as a hotspot, and for for the tablet or whatever, and for if we're out somewhere, or and I'm the passenger and we're out somewhere, and I use it for music or Wi-Fi, or watching something, whatever, something like that. But the unlimited data seems to have gotten better. I think they've adjusted it more and we finally seem to get HD. It also depends on where we're at. It depends on how many people are around, which is kind of crazy because that shouldn't matter in today's time, but let's see. Some people did some soap carving videos, stuff like that. And those are pretty cool. This soap smells really good to be that Dollar General brand soap. Irish Spring. The Irish Spring soap. Speaking of which, the Fighting Irish, they last night the Fighting Irish college football. We were watching on Channel 2. My father and I were watching college football on Channel 2. And the Fighting Irish almost lost the game, and Florida almost won. But at the last moment, it was tied. The score was tied. They went into overtime, and they decided they had several timeouts there, and then after several timeouts, you know, the Fighting Irish, the Fighting Irish right there. Irish Spring, I love the soap, by the way. Really has a nice smell to it. But the Fighting Irish, they won at the very last. Notre Dame won. I had a math teacher who was actually pretty good in 11th grade or 12th grade. I was a senior. I was a senior in high school, and he was he was Fitzpatrick, so call him Coach Fitz because that's what he would rather be called. You know, hey, Coach Fitz or Mr. Fitz, but he preferred Coach Fitz. He loved the Fighting Irish. They were all over his wall. The Notre Dame was his favorite team. He said no one talks about Notre Dame. That was his team. Of course, we got to root for our home team, the Vols and the Titans. College football and professional football, American football. So dogs are barking again. I've got to go see what's going on. Maui decided to join the video. Hey, Hey, kitty. She said hello. But yeah, that was his favorite team. Then he lost. Vanderbilt lost yesterday or the other day. But I don't usually keep up with the college football much, except for the main team. But it was a pretty good game, though. It was a close game, and it was back and forth. There was a Titans game, and I recorded it on the Air TV 2. I recorded it using that. They had it on over-the-air antenna TV, and I recorded it with a hard drive. And it was the Tennessee Titans versus not the Patriots. I'm sorry, the Tennessee Titans versus Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs. That was a good game. It was so back and forth. It was from 2019, and they re-aired it. And I'm not usually really that into sports most of the time, but lately I've gotten more into them. I just wish they wouldn't be so political and all these things anymore. I don't get into all of that. But, and the divide that is created by this mass media, by all this media, and they put all this stuff out here that's happening right now, all for control and divide and separation. Control, divide, and separation, that's what they do. We should be about love and unity. And when people are enjoying a game, or when people are enjoying TV, media, whatever, when people are gathered together, it's supposed to be about unity. It's supposed to be about unity for the sport of it, for the fun, not for politicizing things and divide, using things for divide. That's not what anything is about. It's supposed to be about just being together. Anyway, yeah, I watched that game last night with my father. My dad watched that with me, and I recorded the Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs Friday night. And I was watching it not realizing, because we missed that game apparently, and I was watching it not realizing that it was a rerun. I was recording, I was like, man, this is a close game, go. And then Mama and I were watching it together, but I didn't get to see it because he was on the road. But I did record it. It's in that hard drive, the Western Digital, or not Western Digital, it might be a Seagate, but I think, no, it's Western Digital. It's in that hard drive, so, yeah. Anyway, that was a good game. from 2019. Tennessee Titans versus Kansas City Chiefs. This guy asked me, do you remember when the Titans used to be the Oilers? I said, yeah. Before they became the Titans, but I was born in 94, but I still remember that. Alright, anyway. Yeah, we'll have to get the Nissan fixed. I hope and pray that doesn't cost too much, because we don't need more cost. We need as little cost as possible. So I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't cost much to get that fixed. I was hoping, see, all this time, I got a notification from the IRS regarding the stimulus payments. And I was like, oh, good, notification about it. I was like, what? And it said, I was given the last one from this year, but it said because I was claimed as a dependent last year, I wasn't eligible for the $1,800. They waited from March to now to tell me that. I was like, come on. They waited that long? April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months they wait to tell me. They wait 6 months to tell me, nope, you're not getting the $1,800. And I was like, well, I could have really used that. I would have definitely, but anyway. It's weird. It's crazy. The IRS can wait forever to do something for you and then deny you. But if you slip up with them, forget about it. Forget about it. You messed up with us, now you're really messed over and you're not gonna get your money. You're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that. You better give us what we want immediately, but we can wait on you. We can wait as long as we want and then tell you you're not getting anything. But with us, you better give us everything. Anyway. Alrighty then. So I hope you enjoyed the Jurassic Parks Blu-rays, DVDs, and there are several discs in that collection. I don't like what I see going on in this world right now, so I want to bring some positive vibes. Feel free to pull up. That gives tingles. What do you know? Hey, that gives. I'm gonna do a video saying pull up to the. No, go crazy. Pull up to the. We go pull up and we go wow. Pull up and we show wow. Pull up. It's like a rap song. Pull up. That's what they say a lot in the rap songs. Pull up to the club, everybody go crazy. Pull up to the club, everybody act crazy. Pull up to the store, buy the whole place out. Man, I wish I had that kind of money. I would, if I had that kind of money. If I had that money. If I had pull up to the place, everybody look at me. Hey, pull up to the place, everybody look at clean boy. Pull up to the place, everybody rock cool. Pull up to the place, hey, what a two. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, countdown. That's the countdown. Now I'm counting down. Wish I could say, hey, pull up to the place in my supercar. Ride like a superstar, looking super large, living super large. Wanna pull up to the place in my supercar, pull up living like a superstar. Pull up. That's unique, isn't it? I'll do a video dedicated to that. But anyway, wish I could just if I had money, I would so give to my parents, give to family, give to people that need it, give to the homeless. I would give to the needy. I mean, there are so many people right now that are in need. I mean, you see from the disasters to the situations happening in the world around us where that's beyond the people's control, but due to negligence of the governments and things like that, and due to the planning that they do, we've got shortness of supplies. We've got people in need because they can't rebuild because of the shortness in supplies, because of the shortage in necessities, and it's sad. And you see that, I would so give back to people if I had it. I would just so give back to people. People need. They need love, they need help, they need care, they need kindness, and I hope my channel can provide a little bit of positivity for everyone. I appreciate those who said I helped them with their anxiety and the depression, things like that they might go through. I know firsthand, as a person who knows and experiences that firsthand, it's nice to be able to give back in that way. But if I ever do make it big, best believe I'm giving back to the people that need it, and I'm definitely sharing. That is without a doubt in my mind. But that's what the Lord wants us to do, right? Give back to others. I mean, when you have it, you need to give to others. I'm talking like the big people. You know, if you looked at all of the celebrities and politicians and people who are living high on the hog, if you look at the people who they have millions, some of them billions of dollars at their disposal, and what they do is, you're lucky if they get back. Oh, maybe here's a small donation here or there. I mean, they could help out so many people, and that's what life is supposed to be about. You know, hand in hand, each of us taking care of each other in this world and being there for each other. Anyway, with these crazy times going on, I thought I would just add some positive vibes. Anyway, sweet dreams and much love, everyone. I love you all, and many blessings.